Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm still sick, so excuse the occasional cough or sniffle. Today we're going to talk about this Rosecraft blade. I was introduced to Rosecraft through their slip joints. Absolutely fantastic slip joints. I couldn't recommend them more. But I thought I'd go ahead and try their modern folders, and so this is one of them. It's the ERM007 Ogee, and I'm not as enthusiastic about this as the other knives. So if you'd like to check out the video and find out why, go ahead and do that. Okay, welcome back to the Fortified Castle. Hi to all my viewers. Bonjour, privet, guten tag, hola, and ciao to my foreign viewers. And I'm going to be talking about this knife here today. It is the Rosecraft Ogee. Pretty nice knife. I'm not super enthusiastic about it, but there's a lot I like about this knife. And what I thought I would do is, kind of compare it to alternatives in this price range. And so this is a budget modern folder by any stretch of the definition. And what you have is a 4.5 inch overall length of the knife with the 3.5 inch sheep's foot style blade. And really, really good sized knife, guys. Feels good in the hand. Nice recurve on the blade here. Right there, you put your finger right up there. A lot of control. This knife has a lot of things going for it. So it's a D2 steel. You have some really nice anodized accent. I really appreciate that. I love that. And you can see it right there. But the accents aren't just brilliant. So I'll show you this one, and you can see the difference. It's kind of muted, and you definitely can tell it against the other anodization on here. Fantastic on the liners. Fantastic anodization. Rolling down into a exposed lanyard loop here. I like that. It's absolutely beautiful. Nice sculptured G10 on here. It is both thumb stud and a flipper. Pretty good action on this knife. You can see the lockup on it is really good. It's about 50%, and I really appreciate that. I think a good liner lock should have at least 30% on there. It's going to give you a really strong lockup. Not the thickest liners on here, but I think it's adequate. And a really nice knife. You can see the high torques there, which have no accent. Thumb stud. Just a G10, let's see, get that in. Sorry about it. G10 spacer there. All nicely done. Nice clip. It is not a deep carry pocket clip. You're going to have about 1/2 inch sticking up above there. That doesn't really bother me. Nice brushed stainless finish on this. Really nice. Very, very, I don't want to say that. All of it's the same. Okay. You can see that brushed stainless. is just very consistent throughout the blade. Really nice job. Nice edge on it. Okay, so that's the knife. And I gotta say, this is a Black Friday deal, so I got it for $24. That's a steal. When you can get a knife like that for $24, it's absolutely amazing in this day and age, that you can do that. But I thought I'd show some other examples here. This is a Tennessee knife company knife that I got a while back. D2 steel, same kind of steel. It's not anodized throughout, but the liners are a little thicker on this knife. It is drop shutty, by the way, and you have to overcome the detent there on this, and then it drop shuts smooth. It's got a pretty stiff detent. Really pretty accent there on the pivot of this nice knife. Nice G10 on this knife, and that's in comparison to the other knife, the Rosecraft. And this is a Kershaw. All of these are in the same price range. This is Kershaw tumbler. So this knife pops open a lot better. It was actually a lot less than the Rosecraft knife when I bought it. Really smooth action on this. G10 inlaid carbon fiber, deep pocket carry clip right there. Not as quite as substantial as this knife though. This is a heavier knife, and it's I don't know. To me, I just feel it's better built. Right? It's going to be more rugged than this knife right here. But they are close in price range, so I thought I'd show it. Here's another Kershaw G10 inlaid carbon fiber. Again, just amazing action on these knives. This one was $40. You can see a nice black wasp finish on here. This knife's a little smaller than the Rosecraft. Again, really light. And then this is a cold steel Luzon. This has a good action on this Luzon. And this is a nice knife. I've carried this some. You can see it's a little scratched up from use. Really, it's drop shutty. For a $40 knife, it's pretty good. Different kind of knives. But, so, when you compare this, when you look at this knife, which I did, I was just a little disappointed in this knife. Not a whole lot, but I have some problems with it. But I decided to compare it to other knives in the same price range. And when you do that, this is a pretty good knife. So it's not really a negative review on it. And the problem I have with this knife is this thumb stud. When you put your thumb up here to actuate this, if you look, you're going to be pushing straight up instead of out the way you should be. And so it's a little harder to actuate the via the thumb stud. You just kind of got to learn how to do it, which maybe that's true for every knife, but it just doesn't work the way, it's not as the smoothest. The other thing is the flipper. If you'll see that flipper, it kind of leans forward, and so a lot of times when you try to actuate it, I've missed opening this knife because it's not a push button, and you really got to get up on that right there to get it open. Now you can learn it, and after a while, if you were EDCing this every day, maybe it wouldn't be such a big deal, but my finger and my thumbs hurt from trying to work this knife, and I think that is a problem, and I'll show you right here. So if you look at those two flippers, you see how the Kershaw comes back and how this actually kind of curves and goes forward, and so this is harder to actuate. when you get on the Kershaw, you can see how it's just already pressing down. In the Kershaw, you barely have to actuate it, and man, it just comes out. And so it's no problem whatsoever to flip this out. And it's a little more problematic on this. So great knife. I think they need to work on this flipper tab. Put the angle back more so it's easier to flip. And maybe that's just me. I don't know. I got old hands, but that's that's the same problem on this knife. You see how it goes forward? So I have the same problem here. You can't just grab it and flip it. You have to learn how to do it and have to get in front of it and pull back on it to get it to come back. It's not natural, you know. Whereas on these Kershaws, you just reach up there and bam, it goes. It's no problem whatsoever. So that's a better design than that design right there on it. Oh, I'm sorry, than the Rosecraft. So anyhow, I hope you found it informative. I'm sorry for the sniffles and sounding funny. I probably sound funny too. Really nice knife overall, though. I really appreciate the anodized accents. It just looks great with the G10. And Rosecraft is doing such a great job. Overall, I paid $24 for this. Retail, usually they're $33. I think this is a great knife for $33 and would do you well in any application that you wanted to put it in. So thanks again for watching the video, guys.